Hello folks. Well, today I'm getting out my old Mathews Apex. This beauty has been sitting in the closet for a long time and I thought I'd dust it off. It's the original Mathews Apex. They have not changed the design much in all these years. At one point, this was the most metalled bow of all time. It still may be. I don't know, but here it is. It's gorgeous. I still have the original sight that I shot with it, the Sherlock, and I upgraded the rear stabilizers, but the original Doinker is still on the front, and this thing works great. It's a 65% let-off cam, and it shoots pretty solid. Now, if you have been following the news, Braden Gelantine just set a new world record. And guess which bow he set it with? He set it with his Conquest. He didn't shoot it with the new Halon X. I think much to the chagrin of Mathews and Mathews, their marketing department. He picked up his old bow. It was very similar to this one. It's not a shoot-through riser. The difference between the Conquest and the Apex, I think, is just axle to axle difference. Just a very small difference. Anyway, I'm just out here in the backyard shooting a couple arrows just for fun, and I thought I'd get the old girl out and give it a whirl. So today I'm going back to my Jesse Broadwater Fulcrum, and I'll see if I can get a little bit more delay in my shot and not shoot it so command style. That's the goal for me, is to figure out how to shoot this thing without forcing it to go off. Just relax into the shot, pull through, expand through the back, and let it go when it goes. Ideally, it's supposed to be a surprise shot. Now for me, that doesn't happen every time, honestly. So this is the practice time. I don't have a target up. I just have blank bale, and I'm just going to be shooting into the blank bale, trying to work on my release. Okay, here we go. I pulled a little hard. There, and I noticed that when I'm scoring and I pull like that often my arrows are not real consistent. It's almost like when you come into the wall and you're back there, your hand has to start relaxing as you tension your back, and it lets it go off. If there's any forced motion, if there's any forced real tension, then your shots are not going to be consistent. That's at least for me. So it's a constant practice and a constant battle. So here we go again. That felt a little better. We'll see what it looks like when we get a chance to look at it. Okay. What I'm shooting here are Victory arrows. They're VForce, not the light ones, just the regular VForce arrows. They tout these as hunting arrows, but I find that they're very durable. They hold up well. Their tolerances are extremely close. This is a 1,000th arrow. So this is the V1 1,000th series. So they come in 3,000ths and I think 6,000ths. So these are a little more expensive, and I'm shooting a 400 spine. Felt pretty good. Now, the 400 spine should be fine for 54 pounds or 55 pounds that I'm shooting. This is a 65% let-off bow. Now, for my other bows that I've been shooting, the Halon X and my Hoyt, or the PSE Expression, which I have, which I'll be reviewing for you later, I find that this arrow, for some reason, wants to shoot like it's not enough spine. So that's when I went back to the ACC arrows, which are much heavier spine. But for just close in like this, it doesn't really matter. So I'm shooting them. It's a constant search for the perfect combination, isn't it? We'll shoot 2 more, and then we'll see what you guys have to say in the comments. So this is a new series that I'm putting out on archery equipment and archery shooting styles. I am a level 3 NTS coach, and I teach mostly adults, recurve and some compound at our local club. We don't have a lot of compound shooters, so mainly I've been helping with the recurve people. But basically I'm a compound shooter. Now I do have recurve bows, which I shoot occasionally, but my passion really is for this style of archery, freestyle. Okay, this last one I'm going to see if I can just let it float on the bale and not try to do anything and just let it sit there. Now, for those of you that have target panic, raise your hands. I think all of us at one time or another have target panic. So what I'm trying to do here is to overcome my anxiety when I see that big yellow target or the small yellow target. What I want to be able to do is just to hold the bow steady on the target and not worry about when it goes off, but just let it float there. And when it goes off, if I'm doing that, undoubtedly it's in the yellow, and more often than not in the 10. I'm just going to hold it. I started to pull a little hard, and then you could maybe see a little wiggle, and then it went off. I'm going to try to do that again, because I didn't like that shot. I'm going to try to do it again, but not pull so hard. Remember what I said earlier, is really you have to almost relax at the shot. If you're creating a lot of tension, you're not going to have that consistency. That was better, and I'll quit there. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, shoot straight.